It has been 818 days since my last World of Tanks upload. It has been a little bit more than that since I said to you guys I was back playing World of Tanks and I was back uploading content. It has been a little bit over 4 years since I stopped uploading World of Tanks content. Today, this is changing. I have been playing tanks for about 3 weeks non-stop now since the 1.0 release. I have been playing almost every single day, and I have been loving every single game I play. I have been enjoying tanks. I have been enjoying the methodical combat and the pacing of the slow strategic design of the game. I love the quick pace of shit. 3 tanks in front of me, bang, bang, bang. I have also been enjoying the strategic placement and map design of where do I go, what do I shoot, how do I shoot it. So after 4 years, and after 3 weeks of being absolutely engrossed with this game again, I have decided to come back to uploading World of Tanks content to YouTube. After time and time again of trying to do this over and over again, trying to come back to tanks, trying to upload the videos, I decided that I needed to get back into World of Tanks, and for one reason, to get good. I was fed up of jumping game to game to game and not having enough time to improve my gameplay and improve myself in that game. I wanted to jump on a game and I wanted to get good at it, and the last game I was actually any good at was World of Tanks. So I've come back and I decided to wait for the 1.0 changes because 4 years ago, I think it was around 4 years ago, they told us that this was coming. And it just so happens that the day it jumped in, the day it started, I started playing again. So yeah, at Christmas this year I decided to jump back on. At Christmas this year I decided to wait until this launch of 1.0. And at 1.0 I jumped on and I've been playing almost every day since. 3 weeks after I started playing, watching videos on YouTube and thinking to myself, I want to start making videos again. I want to feel that love again. I loved creating content and I loved spreading what I thought about this tank and what I thought about the game and where I thought it was. So much has changed and so much to learn right now that it brings me a little bit of excitement inside to actually jump back on this. Now, I've set myself goals because every time I've tried doing this, every time I've tried jumping back into the game, I've failed. I got bored of the game. I've got burnt out. So I jumped back in the game a very specific way. I started with 1 game a day. Then I started with 2, and 3, and 4. And before I knew it, within a couple of a week or two, I started having 2 or 3 hour to 4 or 4 hour gaming sessions in tanks and not thinking of anything of it, not getting burnt out, but loving it. Setting myself in-game goals for what tank I want and when I want it and who I want to get next and stuff like this, and grinding up hundreds of thousands of experience in one tank just to get the next one. And it wasn't boring. It was enjoyable and I continued to do it and I loved it. To achieve this goal of sticking with World of Tanks, because I do tend to stay here around for 4 or 5 weeks and then drop off again, I've set myself some in-game goals and making sure I don't sit down for 8 hours at a time and I don't keep playing if I'm frustrated. I take breaks, I play my VR, I go out, I work, I see my wife, I watch a film. These are the things I do. And it's making World of Tanks not the sole game in my life. And these are things that I think are going to help me to not get burnt out on this game. Now, when it comes down to this, is I never started this game again to start making content again. It's playing the game has encouraged me to make more content. I want to spread my thoughts on certain tanks. I want to say my thoughts on 1.0. I want to say my thoughts on changes they've made in the last 4 years. And again, I've in a live stream the other day, I started commenting about my gameplay and about other people's gameplay, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel like people who are watching the stream enjoyed it as well. By the way, I stream on Mixer, guys. If you want to, I'll stick a link in the description below and you guys can come and follow me. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm coming back to tanks, really. I want to do what I used to do. I've got a bigger, better, more powerful machine, and you know what? It's time to actually use it. It's time to give you guys quality content. Now, I've set myself some goals for this YouTube channel. I'm not just going to jump in and push out stuff. I feel like I'm going to actually I've set some structure in place. I've sat down for an hour or so, and I've listened to some music, and I've thought about what I want to do with this channel. So I want to make this channel the premium World of Tanks content. There's people out there who are amazing at the game, like Quickie Baby, but I don't think they are amazing at making content. They are not like Skill Up. They are not like Casey Neistat. They don't make quality content. They don't make incredible videos. What they make is they make informative videos about how and why they are good at the game and their thoughts and bits and pieces. Now, you can sit there in front of a microphone and you can talk and people can learn a lot for you. God knows I learn a lot from people like Quickie Baby. Over the last 3 weeks, he is my primary source of knowledge. And he has shown me websites like tanks.gg and the wiki, and I have then used those to learn more. And he is one of the reasons why I've got back into the game. Watching him destroy things with his level of skill is just phenomenal to watch. And I can't particularly give the enjoyment of just sitting there and watching someone's gameplay, so I feel like I need to do it another way. I need to make the premium content like Skill Up would make, or Casey Neistat, where it has style, it has that premium feel, it has good editing, good sound design. That is what I want to make. That's the sort of tanks content I want to make. I want to know, so when you watch one of my videos, it has 60 FPS, 1080p, good microphones, music in the background, has that feel to it, and like it plays and watches and feels good. When I watch one of Skill Up's videos, he makes me feel great. I sit there and watch, God, that is a great video. It takes him 3 weeks to make it, but it is a great video. So what I want is I want to make premium content. Now, to start with, that's not going to happen. It's going to take me time to get back into editing, to get back into know where I want to go with this and make my style. But so the primary focus at the moment is daily uploads, daily videos. I have 6 videos being worked on right now. I have reviews, thoughts, gameplay commentaries, and this here, my thoughts on why I'm coming back and what I plan to do. As well as that, I have live streams, and I use the live stream footage to then show you guys what's been going on. That is what I want to do. That's the 2 things. That is the daily uploads and the premium content are my 2 main sort of achievement, my main 2 goals. So inside these daily videos, there's going to be a breakdown of 3 or more. I don't know. I may jump on some other bits and pieces at the moment of what type of videos I'm going to make. And I think the first one is going to be thoughts videos. What do I think about 1.0? What do I think about this? There are so many changes in the game since 4 years ago that I have a bucket load of things to talk about. What do they do to this? Why do they do this? How they've done this? I don't think I agree with this, but I like this. Artillery changes. Brilliant. I really like artillery changes. Matchmaking changes. Brilliant. I really like the matchmaking changes. But why do I like him? Because I know that's a bit controversial, and I want to talk about these sort of things. I want to do World of Tanks reviews, but I don't want to sit in front of a microphone and tell you why I like a tank. I want to have structured scripts on this point, this point, this point, this point, and on my next tank, this point, this point, this point, this point. I want to try and give a score to a tank. So I say, I think this tank is above average, 7 out of 10. I think this tank is amazing, 9 out of 10. I think this tank is shite, 2 out of 10. So it's quick and easy for you guys to see exactly what I think about tanks at a glance. But I want to give you also ways of playing the tank. What are these I think are work, ways I think are great, with what I think is great about the tank. So scripting it gives that premium feel, and also make sure the review is good and the thoughts I've put on paper are better than thoughts that just come off the top of my head. And I feel like that's going to help with the structure of this channel. Gameplay commentaries are something as well I think are the bread and butter of this channel. I feel like gameplay commentaries are something I'm good at, but also they are something that I think that created this channel. I do want to continue that. I also just want to say thank you guys for sticking around. There's 304 people who have stuck around, joined us since I stopped making YouTube videos, or I've come back, and thank you for sticking around. And I think it's time for me to reward you for that. I don't know if that's the right word to say, but I'll say thank you and actually give you guys what you deserve after subscribing. So yeah, again, guys, this is a video saying I'm back to World of Tanks. It's weird, it's scary, but I'm back, and I think together we can make some pretty awesome content. So I'll see you in tomorrow's video.